Welcome everyone to the Cemtech Live Webinar today. A warm welcome wherever you're logging in from. This is our second webinar of the year. We'll be looking at digitalization. I'm just showing you now the schedule for upcoming events as people start logging on. Make a note of any dates you're interested in, but we'll be holding our regular monthly meetings, and there's plenty of good stuff coming up. So I hope you can join us. Just go and check our website for more details and registration. Also coming up, we have our Middle East and Africa conference on the 21st to 23rd of February. Again, we'll be splitting this over 3 days, 6 sessions, lots of fantastic presentations. We'll have keynote speeches from the CEO of the Global Cement and Concrete Association. We'll have the head of Geocycle Middle East and Africa talking about alternative fuels in the region. We'll be covering a global sector overview with forecasts from Paul Roger from BNP Paribas, and lots of other interesting technical presentations from CTP, Gebruder Pfeiffer, many of the big names that you know, Ramco, who are also represented here today. So put a note in your diary and more information will be coming out for you for that event. We greatly appreciate your support. Keep supporting us. The best way to do that is by taking out a subscription to International Cement Review, monthly magazine, all the good information on CemNet, and of course your free copy of the Cement Plant Operations Handbook. So it's really directed at you, the people who are interested in these kind of topics that we talk about in our webinars. So well worth a look if you haven't seen it already. But today we'll be looking at digitalization opportunities in cement plants. Worldwide, cement plants are embracing this digital transformation with advances in Industry 4.0, machine learning, AI. All of these things are enabling cement producers to drive forward with efficiencies, often as much as 10 or even 15% in certain cases. A lot of different technologies allowing us to streamline cement manufacturing, not just the process of producing the cement from the raw material extraction to the factory gate, but also beyond the factory gate with the IT logistics, and taking that cement all the way into the hands of the customer. So today we'll be looking at different specific examples, and I'm delighted to welcome 4 companies that really are well established in this area: Ramco, KIMA, Process Control, Inform, and AXIANS. All familiar names, I'm sure, to you all, but with interesting products and services that they're going to talk about today. We'll hear from Sabine Meyer at AXIANS and her presentation, Green Digitalization, the New Normal. We'll hear from Carsten, who will be talking about how AI is driving workforce management in the cement industry. We'll hear from Dirk Schmidt at KIMA Process Control, Cement 4.0, when mill filling and gas flow becomes digital. But first off, and conveniently, we're going to take a look at the subject of demystifying cement manufacturing with digitalization. This is with Ashish Kumar from Ramco. It's a pleasure to welcome you here, Ashish. I'm going to allow you to share your slides while I make your introduction. Ashish is a cement industry veteran with 30 years experience in plant operations, plant management, and safety management. He's presently working with Ramco Cements Limited as Senior Vice President at the Alatia plant in India, which includes 3.05 million tons per annum of integrated cement plant capacity and a grinding unit with 1.6 million tons capacity. Prior to this, he has a rich experience across various cement companies globally, including Dangote Cement in Ethiopia, ARM Cement in Kenya, and ACC Cement in India. He has an in-depth experience in leading groups to achieve goals in health and safety and achieving ambitious targets. And it's great to have someone here who's going to be able to talk to us from the perspective of a cement producer, as well as a solutions provider, which is what Ramco is. So please do go ahead and share your slides, Ashish, and we'll get going. I can see them coming up. That's perfect. I can see those very clearly. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening to all of you. Myself, Ashish Kumar Srivastava, and I will be talking on the subject of demystifying cement manufacturing with digitization. I have exposure to various ERP packages in my 31 years of total cement experience. First, I would talk about our group. So our Ramco group is a $4 billion market cap, and annual revenue is $1 billion, having 14,000 employees. And we were the first ERP solution company in Asia. And we are the 5th largest cement producer in India and most efficiently running spinning mills. Our group is having diversified interest in textile, cement, building products, power, logistics, educational institutions, and software products. So now I will talk about what are the attributes required for efficient plant operation. So the various attributes are cost of finished product and semi-finished product, quality at each stage of production, robust maintenance management system, streamlined manufacturing processes, and then project management, human capital management, health, environment and safety, governance and risk control. So what are the enablers? So enablers are ERP, and then each department has to run with the optimized efficiency. That is what we call as manufacturing excellence. It should be supported with timely decision making and informed decision making with critically analyzed data. Decision support system, and there should be a mechanism to monitor KPIs, and then executing as per plan. We have to develop our workforce, synergizing all the functions, and paperless and seamless approval system, which we call as business process re-engineering. So when I say informed decision making with critically analyzed data, I mean something which I will explain in the next slides to come, and also I will explain manufacturing excellence. So here there is a matrix where you can see that enablers are stated on this side and various modules of ERP can be kept on this side. So there is a matrix and there is a legend saying that which are the modules of ERP which are highly relevant and which are just relevant. So this kind of matrix is developed for making a powerful ERP system, and this matrix will be different for different manufacturing setup. But coming back to my point, informed decision making with critically analyzed data, I would like to explain it that every morning at 8:40, our all data inputs are over, and at 9 o'clock, all my HODs are having feedback from the system, ERP system, with the help of SMS, email, and login, whatever way they can see that what went well and what did not went so well. So then this data is ready at 9 o'clock, and 9:30 when we meet for our production planning, we have all the inputs, critically analyzed inputs, which I will explain in some next slides. So first question is why we need a powerful ERP. The answer is there is an intense competition. The competition is from the market which desires best quality product at the lowest cost. Now, how to achieve it? See, in the cement manufacturing, around 60% to 70% of the cost is energy whether it is thermal or electrical energy. So how well we utilize energy at the cheapest and lowest consumption level, that determines who will be the winner in the marketplace. Then comes the manufacturing excellence. When I say manufacturing excellence, it is required because every management continuously raise the bar of performance. So we have to perform best once and forever. Now I will explain what I mean by excellence. Excellence is a talent or quality which is unusually good, or it surpasses ordinary standards. When it is linked to manufacturing excellence, is the sustainable and continuous improvement of operations to reduce wastage, increasing profits, and gaining the winning edge over competition. Manufacturing excellence is an ongoing and never-ending process to improve our business. So in a nutshell, we can say, having achieved once the top performance and repeating it again and again or surpassing it is manufacturing excellence, and our ERP package supports to achieve manufacturing excellence. What is our ERP? Our ERP is Ramco Enterprise Series 6.3 Service Pack, and it is compatible with Industry 4.2. Now I will talk about how our ERP architecture is. So you can see here, there is a corporate function, there is a plant operations, and then there is a plant management function. So then there are enterprise add-ons. So in our ERP, we have blending solution and also raw mills and kilns optimization softwares. Since it is a vast subject, my further presentation will be focused on cost and quality in the interest of time. So here we can see that how our system is designed. So at the foundation, it is safety. Then we have various modules: quality control, production module, maintenance module, materials module. But whatever best of the best systems you have, ultimately it has to be run by a human being. At the end of the day, it decides how well we train our human resource with the digitization. So that is why I have shown human capital management as an interlinking block for all the modules. So here, when I was saying informed decision making, so here you can see at 9:30 meeting when we meet, we have the cost details of all the sections of the plant with an analyzed data that where the things went well and where things did not go so well. So this data helps us in drilling down and finding out the facts that where we were meeting with the target of manufacturing excellence or not. And the same today's data can be compared with previous week data or month data or financial year data that we call as internal benchmarking, means within the plant, but it can be compared with other plants also, which we call at external benchmarking. Now coming to the quality side of it, for ensuring the data input to the ERP, we have Optima pre-blending control system, and here we have cross-melt analyzer, and the data directly goes to the Optima pre-blending controls system, and then it goes to real-time integrator, and from there to ERP. This is before stacker and reclaimer. And then when we see the Optima blending control system, so we have XRF, benchtop, XRF, and all this data is integrated and going to Optima blending control system, and from there to real-time integrator. It is machine-to-machine communication, and there is nowhere manual human intervention. Same way the XRD is also linked. So all this data goes to ERP without any manual intervention. Now this is the form of capturing the quality of the cement mill hourly data. So you can see all the data, whatever is analyzed by the machines, XRF, XRD, or whatever, it goes into the system and used for comparative analysis purpose, such as residue on 45 micron or 90 micron or IST or FST or insoluble residue. Now I would explain the Industry 4.2. So we can see there is a pyramid where there is a base foundation where we have sensors such as online vibration monitoring or IMCC, IVFD, etc. The next level is having PLC, SCADA, DCS, distributed control system, and in our case we have EMS and LIMS. Then the next layer is advanced process control system, where we have Optima for kill and mills. Now, the data goes to ERP at the plant level, and from there it goes to ERP at the corporate level, and finally the data is used for business intelligence. So how it works? So when we get decision making at this level using support of artificial intelligence for process control. So we call our plant as a smart plant. So here the processes are controlled with the help of advanced process control. And then subsequently the final integration gives us data useful for intelligent enterprise. So what are the benefits for using advanced process control for kilns and mills? So these are minimum operator intervention, stable operation, consistency in cement and clinker quality, optimization of operations and thereby increasing productivity, and reduction in specific power consumption mainly for fans and motors. So you can see when we say what are the benefits achieved using these parameters is increase in production, reduction in specific power consumption, and reduction in standard deviation of quality. And you can see our system, whatever we guarantee, we achieve more than that on annual basis. Now, how this advanced process control works. So here I am showing you the architecture of model predictive control system, which is enhancing our operations. So in a normal plant, we have plant and sensors, and all this data goes to PLC and SCADA, and from there it goes to OPC server, and from OPC server it goes to client. And the artificial intelligence for process decision making works with the help of estimator and regulator. You can see in this pyramid, so this side is bottom two layers of the digitalization, and here we have top two layers. So this data, how this works, estimator and regulator in MPC. So the estimator uses historical measurements and model to compute the most likely historical process trajectory and define future process parameters or future process anticipated results. So this you can see here in the past data is studied, and based on that it is derived if these are the process parameters, how it will be behaving in future. Or you can see it in this slide, this side of the slide, where in a normal plant operation where a CCR operator operates, it will operate always with the safe limits. Then we have targets. So when we don't have advanced process control system, there will be more variations. So to take care that the variation should not cross the limit, operator tends to operate things at a lower level. But when we have APC, which reduces variations, then the variations are very minimal. So it helps in bridging the gap between the limit and the target values with the help of reduced variations. We have energy management system, and here also the data flows from the EMS system to ERP system flawlessly, machine to machine. So here we have 22 zones in ring topology. You can see all these various sections of the plant, and these are all interconnected in ring topology using 13 kilometers of fiber optic cable. There are 35 data laggers and 450 energy meters. So the data from CCR, it flows to EMS server, and from EMS server, it goes to local real-time integrator server. And then from cloud using cloud or VPN, it goes to corporate unit. So we have 10 units. So 10 units data goes to the corporate server, and then it is used for benchmarking purpose. So how it works? So as I said, there are 22 zones. So like this is zone number 2. So there are 31 energy meters in zone number 2, and all the data flows to a data logger, and from there it goes to a Ethernet switch. And this Ethernet switch of zone 2 is connected to zone 1 and also to zone 3. And then subsequently 3 is connected to 4 and up to 22. So all these data Ethernet switches are connected in a ring system. Then from this server, the data goes to EMS server, and it goes to RTI server, and then finally to corporate data center. So when we have this database, with the help of ERP, we get a very classified report that how much power consumption was done. Now we get a final report like this before the 9:30 meeting, where we see that how much is the specific power consumption in each one of our sections. So this is an example how this EMS system benefits us. Like here, we analyze that our raw mill fan, which is consuming 42% of the power of the raw mill section, and we wanted to reduce the power consumption in raw mill. So we studied. So we found this, even if we can reduce fan power, we can definitely reduce the clinker power. So earlier our target was 6.2 kWh, but with the help of EMS critically analyzed data inputs, we could revise our target to 5.5, and we changed the fan with VFD, and we achieved 14.6% reduction in the power consumption. So this is one of the example that how we can conserve energy and move towards the green manufacturing. Then I will talk about the paperless approvals. Lot of management time is wasted while we do approval on physical basis. So we have an e-approval system where the documents are flowing in the software. So even the quotations are received in the soft form, comparative statements are made in the soft form in the system using ERP, and then the data flows from the lower level to the higher level to the approval level. And at each stage, there is a timing monitoring mechanism which finds out how much the document has taken at each stage. And then it is supported with SMS and email triggers, where everybody ensures that he clears the paper on time. So this gives us a complete paperless approval system with the minimum human intervention and with a check that nowhere the time should be wasted. So this is a faster decision making. When I say informed decision making, this is also one of the example. Now I would talk about the business intelligence. In the business intelligence, you can see there is a page. This one page talks about the entire plant. You can see here that all these sections are running except this cement mill 2. So the full plant is running, both the kilns are running, packers are running, and I can see the main process parameters. And when it goes to the corporate level, so there are 10 plants connected. So 10 plants data pages are there at the corporate level. So this data can be used for business intelligence purpose. Now the same thing can be applied to logistics. So this is the example of business intelligence which we use for logistics. Like here I can see how many trucks have reported for taking out the cement, and what are the varieties of the trucks, capacity of the trucks, then how many trucks have been loaded in how much time. Like in 0 to 1 hour, we have loaded 3 trucks, 1 to 3 hours, 1 truck. And so this way we find out that 3 trucks were loaded in 0 to 1 hour and 1 truck has taken more time. So these data is going for further analysis. Same way for our raw materials also, we keep a check that how many trucks have entered in the system, how many have gone out, how much was the average unloading time, how much was the waiting time. And so all this data is used for negotiating and getting the financial advantage while negotiating with the transporter or while negotiating with the suppliers. As I had told that our company works on the principle of right product for right application. So we have smart sensors for foolproof systems right from quarry to the dispatch lorry. Now, how it works, like I told, there are 12 different types of cement in our plant. So we have to ensure that each lorry should have correct product and correct product quality and quantity. So this is ensured with the help of a RFID card. This card has all the details what is required, and if it does not matches, then the truck cannot move out. So our system is so perfect that with the help of RFID card, we ensure that the correct product goes to the customer. Now, how we can use this digital information for digital transformation purpose? So up till now, I had explained with the respect of smart plant. Now, the business intelligence. Now, in the business intelligence, the same modeling can be used for market prediction or theory of constraints modeling or market related decision which drives capacity expansion or new markets. Now, as I said, that our human capital management is completely interlinked with all the modules of ERP. So we at Ramco are simplifying HR strategy by automating traditional HR transactions and driving business benefits. We believe that all our employees are having latent potential within that, and it is management responsibility to convert this latent potential to a talent. So how do we achieve this? So you can see in a normal base level HR module of any ERP, you can get things like facial recognition based attendance, historical pay slips, leave management. All those things are at a normal level of human capital management. But we have the advanced HCM module where our performance management system, skill upgradation, training need assessment, training calendar preparation, and training effectiveness evaluation, everything is integrated in our ERP. So what is the net benefit of this? I'm very happy to inform you that our employee turnover ratio is less than 1% because we get all the smart intelligence about training people and improving and sharpening their skills. This is one of the features of our plant. So, but with the help of ERP and the perfect business intelligence, we have been able to achieve various awards and accolades. Like we have got 4 Leaves Award from Center for Science and Environment. We are the only cement manufacturing company in India which has bagged this award. We have got Green Belt Development Award. We had planted 130,000 trees in the year 2020. And because of support of our ERP, we have bagged award on human resource, raw material, energy, environment, and production award from International Research Institute of Management. In India, the Confederation of Indian Industry is the most recognized and respected industrial body, and they have awarded us 18 times Excellent Energy Efficient Unit Award. And last 3 years, we have got National Energy Leader Award for 3 consecutive years. So this is the power of ERP, which we can utilize to the full extent with the support of digitalization and timely inputs to the relevant persons. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Ashish. That was a very inspiring presentation. And really congratulations on running such a well-recognized and efficient plant. It's really good to hear from your perspective as an actual practitioner running the plant itself. I guess you've been there since the whole installation of the systems. Where would you say is the top benefit for the systems now? Now looking over the whole production line, what's the one area that you see the most advantages?
See, as I said, that the cost and quality are the two blocks which are getting the maximum advantage. We get the analyzed data. With that, we get a better understanding, and with the benchmarking, I can compare my plant operation with other plant operation in the group, or I can compare my operations with the best of the best plant in the world if we have the data inputs. So that is one part of it. But the real differentiator is that we always get real-time information, like how much is my cost per ton, how much is my contribution, how much is my contribution per bag, how much is my OEE. So all this data is available all the time. Anytime I can check up, and SMS and emails are triggered at regular intervals. So we are completely updated. So we are having 360-degree feedback of all our plant operations in a very intelligent manner. I had explained you this business intelligence, but we have modules like operational intelligence and marketing intelligence, where the data goes to the expert of those fields and we get inputs from them. And the beauty of the system is the data is always utilized for improving the performance.
And you say you have, this is now linked up with the whole network of Ramco plants. How many plants are there in the Ramco portfolio, and how important is it for them to be linked up? Are there great benefits to be had from being able to compare with each other?
Yeah, see, this is, as of now, I can tell we have 10 plants which are directly reporting to the corporate office, and these 10 plants are all interlinked, and the data, ERP data, is synergized and harmonized at corporate level. So there are experts there also. They can suggest, and we also ourselves can benchmark. The thing is, if some plants, suppose like I gave the idea of raw mill fan. So we had benchmarked our data with other plants. So earlier benchmark was something, then we found no, it can be improved further. Somebody has done it. So, okay, fine. Let us revise the target and do the improvements. But for this is what I was saying, that you need a digitally analyzed information which supports your decision-making power. So this is the advantage of our ERP, that it supports all the time your decision-making process.
Very good. And in terms of the development of the systems and the software, was that done by Ramco, or is it an external partner that you've worked with?
No, it is all developed at the Ramco Development Center. And if we get any orders, Ramco systems get any order, it is done by Ramco alone. We don't involve any third party for implementation also. The reason is that we are very choosy about the customer's satisfaction. Reason being that we do a lot of, as I had explained, we do a lot of it tailor-made, customer-specific ERP systems. So we don't want to offload it to any third party. We always do ourselves, design the system in our network and implement by ourselves. No third party involved anytime.
And to what extent is this software automating the production process? Is it just feeding back information, or is it actually executing instructions?
This is what I had said when I was explaining Industry 4.0. So the decision making with the support of artificial intelligence for process control. That is the beauty of our ERP system. Because this Optima blending control system and other systems are integrated with our ERP. So this artificial intelligence gives support to the down the line operator who is running the plant and who is boggling down with so many parameters coming in. So there is a chances of human dependency and human related mistake. So that system takes care. If there is any process disturbance, system guides it, system takes corrective actions. So this is the beauty of the system.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for your presentation. It's been really interesting, very beneficial. I know that there have been quite a few questions in the questions and answer box. If you could, please take a look at them and you can answer them directly. It's the Q&A button that you'll see on your screen. And if anyone else has questions, that's the place to put them. And please let me know who you're asking, and then I'll try and direct them to the relevant speaker. But that's a great presentation. Thank you very much, Ashish. Please come back, and it would be great to hear more about the technology in more detail and about your plant as well. But that's all we have time for today from Ramco. Thank you.